In this on your own question, it states that you read the first 20 pages of a book in 25 minutes. You read 36 pages in 45 minutes. Is the number of pages read proportional to your time? So we're going to need to set up the rates here. So in the first rate, we read 20 pages, and we did that in 25 minutes. And in the second rate, we read 36 pages, which took us 45 minutes. And we need to determine, are these two values proportional? So essentially, are they equal to one another? And that's what we'll need to figure out. So two ways of solving this out. We can either use the first method of comparing the unit rates, or we could also compare the cross products. But let's do both just so we can get some practice with it. So if we compare the unit rates, we have a rate given. We've got that we read 20 pages in 25 minutes. So let's find the unit rate of that. Let's go ahead and put that into how many pages we read for every 1 minute. And because the minutes is currently in 25, we're going to divide both sides by 25. 25 minutes divided by 25 gives us our unit rate, or our denominator, of 1 minute. And then 20 divided by 25. 20 divided by 25, don't write this down. I'm just going to do the work to show you how you would solve that out. Add a decimal, add a 0, goes in 8 times, remainder of 0. And so this is telling me that I read 0.8 pages every 1 minute. And so now I just found the unit rate of my first ratio, or my first rate. And now I'm going to find the unit rate of the second scenario that's provided, which is 36 pages in 45 minutes. And because the denominator currently is a 45 and I want to turn it into a 1, I'm going to divide both the top and the bottom by 45, which is going to give me the 1 minute denominator of my unit rate. And then 36 divided by 45 goes in 0 times, remainder of 36, add a decimal, add a 0, and that goes in about 8 times, exactly actually. And so we get that they do indeed have the same unit rate. Reading 20 pages in 25 minutes is the same as reading 36 pages in 45 minutes, because you're reading at a rate of 0.8 pages per minute, or 4/5 of a page every minute. And so we would say, then, after determining that the unit rates are the same, we would say, yes, they are proportional. But we also need to use the second method of determining whether these two are proportional. Now, we already know that they are. We have just determined that they are, but we also need to get into the practice of using the second method, which is comparing cross products. Now, I think that this is the easier method because it's much easier to multiply than it is to divide, in my opinion. You may think differently, but in my opinion, it's much easier to multiply than to divide. So let's go ahead and put these proportions equal to one another, 20 pages in 25 minutes, and 36 pages in 45 minutes. So if we were solving out using the second method of comparing the cross products, then we would very simply multiply the numbers across from each other, so 25 and 36, and see if they equal to the other cross product of 20 and 45. And if they do, then we say that the ratios or the rates are proportional. If they don't, then we would say that they are not proportional. So 25 times 36, and we're going to check if that is equal to 20 times 45. And when you multiply that out, let's see, 20 times 45 is going to give me 900. And now we need to check, is that equal to 25 times 36? 25 times 36 3 goes up, it's going to be 150. 3 times 5 is 15, bring the 1 up, it's going to be 7, it's going to be 0. This is going to be 0, bring the 1 up, it's going to be 9. So that also equals 900, no surprise since we already determined that they are proportional. But because their cross products are proportional, we can now see that yes, they are proportional. And so, in my opinion, that goes a lot faster than finding the unit rates, but you can use either method that you'd like. But now we have shown in 2 different ways that the rates are indeed proportional because they are equal to one another in their unit rates and in their cross products. Don't forget to write a summary towards the end. Remember, the objective for this part of the note